going to show you how to install an invisible zipper on the Duet Trousers. So this is a zipper we're using. It's a 7 to 9 inch Coats & Clark invisible zipper. And this is what it looks like. This is from the right side. You don't see the coils. You can see them from the back, but from the front, this is what you see. So, and then I'm also going to show you how to use an invisible zipper foot. This is the Baby Lock brand foot. So you can see it's got 2 channels there. That will make stitching it as close as possible to the coil to make it invisible. So you want to, at this point, have your pants sewn up. You should have the wearer's left side seam all sewn. You should have your pockets on. You should have the main waistband piece sewn on. And also, to make things easier, you should draw a line 5/8 of an inch away from each raw edge of the side seam, so we can use that for a placement line for the zipper. So I've done that on both sides. And now we want to iron our zipper. Turn your zipper wrong sides facing up. And we're going to iron this coil. See, it kind of rolls in. We want to iron it so it's a little more flat so we can get right up in there. So just take your iron and iron that coil as much as possible. Now we're going to align your zipper, right side of zipper to right side of pants front. Here's the front, it's got the pockets here. You're going to place it right on that line you drew, the coil. Just like that. And you can either pin it or clip it in place. And you want to start at the top of the waistband and with the top of the tape of the zipper. Alright, I've got my foot installed and I'm ready to stitch. The coil is going to be in this first channel, and we're going to stitch right in there. If you start to stitch into the coil, stop and unpick it because you won't be able to use the zipper if there is any stitching in that coil. So my zipper is stitched onto the front, and you can see how close I got that stitching, and it's not in the coil anywhere, so that should be good to go. Just to make sure that your stitching didn't get into the coil, zip the zipper up and make sure it works. Like this one worked well. While your zipper is zipped up, go ahead and mark where that waistband seam line is on your zipper. I'm working with the black one, so I used some messy chalk, but that should give me a good idea where I want this side to line up on the other, so that's a nice clean join. So unzip your zipper now and bring over the back side of your pants and just fold over that side seam so it's exposed. And now we're going to take this side of the zipper, still right sides together, and line it up just like we did the other side. So we marked our stitching line, and make sure that chalk mark or whatever mark you used is lined up right there. So I've got the back side all lined up and clipped in place. We're just going to do the same thing we did last time, except for we're going to stitch in the other channel of the foot, and we'll stop at the same place you stopped on the front side. So you can see we've offset our zipper to our stitching line, and we've got our chalk mark lined up to the waistline. So you can see we're in the other channel for the back side of the pants. We're stitching straight down close to that coil. Okay, both sides are in. Now just make sure your zipper is functioning correctly and your joins are good. Now that the zipper is installed, we need to finish sewing that remaining side seam. Get out your regular zipper foot, and we're now going to stitch on from the inside, from the wrong side of the pants, and just start about an inch above your zipper stitching line with your zipper foot so you can get as close as possible. You're going to start stitching here and continue down, keeping the tail of the zipper out of the way. Once you get clear of that zipper area, you can switch to a regular presser foot and finish the edge. I've now got my regular zipper foot installed, and I'm going to move my needle over as far as I can so I can get as close as possible to that zipper stitching line. Inside my side seam, you can see where I got as close as I could with my regular zipper foot. And now I'm going to switch to a regular foot and finish my zippers installed. I finished that side seam. I'm just going to, I've slipped this over since our inseam is still open. I slipped it over the end of my ironing board and I'm going to iron these seams open.